Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome to week one of Tooling and Front End Day of Devtoberfest 2025. I'm Srinivasan Neelamegam, developer advocate at SAP, and I will be your host for today's session. The topic of this session is Create a case in Service Cloud V2 by uploading images using AI Core and SAP Build Apps. Joining me today is our special guest Prasad, who is a customer adoption advisor at SAP. He brings deep insights into customer centric innovation and practical implementation strategies. Before we begin the session, a quick reminder for the audience. Make sure you have joined the DevTurboFest group in the SAP community to be eligible for the contest and a grand prize of an all expenses paid trip to a SAP TechEd event in 2026. I'll be dropping the link to the DevTurboFest group in the description. Now, I would like to invite Prasad to introduce himself and kick off today's session. Take it away, Prasad.
Thank you, Srinivasan. So, hi all, this is Prasad, and I am from SAP BTP Adoption Consumption team. So, mainly where we focus on driving adoption across the BTP areas, and mainly I focus on the key areas on SAP Build Apps, Build Process Automation, Work Zone, and CX Portfolio. So, before proceeding, just let me introduce the agenda. So, I will walk you through on SAP Build Apps, and I'll give an overview on Generative AI Hub and AI Core, and I'll try to walk through on CX Service Cloud case UI screen. Then I'll try to show a little bit of Postman where you can create a case, and AI Core where you can create a upload images and where you can test it. At the end, we will have a hands-on session or demo how to build and build apps consuming the AI Core application and creating a case in Sales and Service Cloud V2. Now, Uh, before proceeding, just let me introduce what is SAP Build. So if you observe, the SAP Build is an unified lobby for app composability. So SAP Build enables us to business users and developers to develop a quick application, automate the process, and design the business sites with low code, no code tools. And you can also accelerate the innovation by improving efficiency without any deep technical skills. So again, SAP Build is a solution where it will let you to quickly create, connect seamlessly to SAP and non-SAP applications too. And whereas an organization can use this application development that automate the solution that spans low code, pro code, generative AI. So mainly it main is to purpose built for extending and creating apps, automate the process, and designing the digital workspace with SAP Build. And now in SAP Build, I am trying to use SAP Build Apps. So it is one of the services. So mainly the Build Apps is an visual development solution that can help us to create a beautiful enterprise application without writing a single line of code. Again, while coming here, we can build a full stack application, whether they will be a standalone application or it can be an existing SAP apps too. While coming to the front end, it's very really simple. So you can design a user interface like using drag and drop, set up the application logic using the visual functions. Whereas the back end is just easy. So you can create a data models and you can manage data tables. You can handle the data persistence for the custom business logic. All are visually done. And of course, an integration is a built within. So within SAP, we are trying to use BTP authentication and predefined connectors where we can securely connect SAP systems and non-SAP data sources too. And so in this session, we are trying to use one of the generative AI core, right? So just I want to walk you through on what is generative AI hub and AI core. So again, while coming to the generative AI hub, it's part of AI core and AI foundation on SAP BTP platform. What it really does is that it really allows us to connect, manage, use multiple LLM models, and it can generate AI services in secure and governed way. And you can think it like this way. AI core is a nothing but it's a runtime where AI workloads are trained and executed, whereas the AI launchpad is nothing but it's a cockpit where you can manage, monitor, govern all AI use cases across SAP and non-SAP systems. And there is something called as Generative AI Hub, which brings all together, giving us ready to use generative AI capabilities from trusted models and providers. Now, what makes this generative AI powerful? So these three things like tool set, trust control, and foundation models. These three things make the Gen AI Hub most powerful. So first, let's see what is tool set. So basically, it's ready to use APIs and SDKs for both developers, even business users can build a top of it. So you can see that there is something called prompt engineering, prompt management, and tools built within. Whereas a trust and control, whereas second one is the trust and control. So enterprises need a generative AI that's not only powerful but also a compliant and responsible. So SAP ensures the data privacy. And the third one is the foundation models. So the hub gives you a curated catalog. So such a way that you can use SAP own domain models for and or else a trusted partners like OpenAI or Alpha Alpha, or else you can use the open source models like Hugging Face, Stability, etc. Now, so again, just I want to walk you through on what is SAP AI Core. So again, it is a managed service on SAP BT platform. Basically, it provides the foundation for AI workloads at scale. Nothing but what does it do is that first, it allows us to run AI workloads, whether it is a training, serving, or interference, all in a scalable way. Second, it takes care of the lifecycle management of AI models, including development, monitoring, and scaling. And third, it can easily integrate not only with SAP application like not only SAP applications like S4 HANA, SuccessFactors, and SIX, but also non-SAP systems too. And there is underneath, it is built on cloud native foundation using Kubernetes, which can give you scalability, reliability, and flexibility across different cloud platforms. So now, now these once AI image, once the image has been retrieved from AI core, we are trying to push a case into the service cloud. So nothing but this is nothing but sales and service cloud V2. It's a next generation for the customer experience solution. So basically, it is built on SAP BTP technology. So it's evolution of the classic C4C. So the old one is C4C is cloud for customer. Now is the new version of C4C. It is a redesign with a modern, intelligent, scalable customer engagement, where it is using the AI model too for its flexibility and scalability. So now in our demo scenario, we will try to walk you through like nothing but we are trying to build an self-service portal where customer can use the self-service portal is built on Build Apps, and we are trying to create a destination where it can consume the APIs from the AI core. And once it is done, we are trying to use Service Cloud for the case creation. Now, so now I will walk you through to demo. So now let me switch to the screen. So again, most of you know that this is my BTP cockpit. So I don't want to go through it like subscribing and everything. Hope you all aware. So here is my Build as application. So just click on this icon. It will try to log in a new tab. So now we are trying to build one self-service portal where we can create a case by consuming AI Core and SAP case AI APIs. So this build lobby. So here there is something called as click on create. So once you click on create, there is something called as application. So click on next, and here there is something called as front end. So click on here front end. So here we have web and mobile application. So based upon we are trying to work on build apps. So we are trying selecting web and mobile application. Click on next, and you can use like your any name like dev underscore AI core underscore yes. So maybe so based upon your requirement, you can give any name and just click on review. click on create. So that's it. So it will try to create one sample application with a few fields. So that's it. It is trying to load. So that's it has loaded. So if you observe here, it loaded with one predefined headlining and other things. So for our scenario, just like let it make you clean. So just click on it. So let me change the background color a little bit more. So it's a little gray color. So let it make it white. Now little I will try to make it a self-service portal, right? Let me drag a container and let me drag an image. So, and the image size is big. So let me change the size and width. So like around, shall I keep 80? So now shall I drag one more something called as the container here? The, and we can drag the text field title, and you can give the name as self-service. And just duplicate it. So again, you can write some comment like maybe find answers 24/7 on your schedule. So now these are ready. Now let me make it layout to go here, make it horizontal. So make this one also again layout again going to horizontal. So now this make it a center. That's it. Oh, yeah. Now let me upload the image. So come here. So choose any image from here. So try to come search for SAP logo. So select this SAP logo, use this image. So once it is done, then we can now again we can push one more container here to look more beautiful. So drag and take things to here. So make it layout horizontal and make it center such a way that it looks beautiful. Come here and make it center. Come here, make it center. So that's it. So half we had designing the headline. So now make it a little bit colorful, making the style. So click on this one. It looks like this, and click on edit, and we can give a little background color so that it looks a little bit colorful. That's it. It's a self-service we had done. So if you want, you can increase the font size here, clicking on here and typography, and we can select size header too. So now, just if you want to preview anything, just you can click on here, and when we click on preview app, and you can see that this is how it looks in the UI. So you can see that there is a home page. I don't want this home page to be looking. So click on here, app settings, navigation, and this you can make it no, and that's it. This is no done. Save. So when you click on save, the app will automatically refresh. No need to do any other changes. So once this is done, now let's drag and drop and see what are the fields required for the case scenario. So let's first, before that, let me jump into the Postman so that you can see the screens. So there is something called as case creation. So for the case creation generally requires like subject priority and other things. So maybe I'll try to show you. So okay. So just I'm trying to click on, this is the case API where you can get the case details. So just I'm trying to get call. So it is trying to fetch few of the details. So if you observe here, there are many fields, but we don't require all the details. So minimum fields I'll try to bring like display ID, subject, and other things. So now let me drag and drop the container. And again, let me drag one more container so that space will be there. Here, let me drag the input field or and again drag one more input field for the priority. So here comes for the subject and second one will come for the priority. Here all right, priority. So now instead of making this one, we can make it little horizontal so that it looks consumes less space. So make it horizontal. So it looks side by side. Now again, drag one more container. So this is for uploading an image. So we can click on this input field and we can drag one more button for uploading the image. So you can drag the button here. So again, make it little bit generic. So you can make the layout to horizontal so that, and to make it uniform across the thing, we can use the same color for this button too. So click on the style, click on this eye icon, click on edit. So button color also make it like information so that it will be on the same place. And again, drag one more container and we can drag the input field for the description. Nothing but whenever you are entering a case, so it will be, you can enter a subject and a description. So the description must be in a little bit multi-line, like more than 100 characters. So if you look here, it is small one. So we can say that here multi-line output equal to 2. So still it is looking little bit this thing. So here you can come to width and we can increase the size, like custom size to here, like height, set height around 300. Maybe you can make it 150. So now you can type the whole thing in here instead of in a single line. It is like a multi-input file. Now, last but not the least, so we can drag one more button for creating a case. So just drag and drop. So we can make it a this one for the create case. And this button is for the upload image. So this button will try to consume the AI Core API and it will try to analyze it. So whereas the create case will try to create a case in the video system. So here we are set to make it uniform. This button color also we are trying to change it here. And again, apart from this, we are trying to, whenever the end user upload image, we are trying to calculate the sentiment and category. So for this also, we can let it drag two more fields like input fields. So based upon the image, automatically sentiment and category also will be generated. So I make it duplicate it here. So now let me put into the two container again. So again, let me put into the container and let me drag these two fields into this container. And again, make it horizontal so that it looks little uniform. So again, drag one more container and you can drag these two fields also in this and make it horizontal so that it looks a little bit more uniformity across the page. So make it horizontal. So, and one is for the sentiment. So when you upload, the AI could automatically generate a sentiment based upon the image. And the second field is on category, nothing but whether it is a product issue or any type of issue, it can be automatically done. So now everything is done. So now let us make for this is for internal purpose. So these things will not be shown to the customer, like sentiment and category. So for the end user to analyze only. So at the end of that, these fields we are trying to push into the case screen so that the agent will come to know what is the sentiment of the scenario. So now let us make these two in a container, right? So to make it, we can use this type of box so that it will be little beautiful. Let me drag this title. So for your analyzation, it will be like it's an internal thing. So just want to, you people will come to know that it's an internal. So the end user will not see this one. So for your understanding, I am trying to update this field. So this is for internal purpose. And last but not the least, there is one more field like we can once case is created, the case ID should be displayed. So this is nothing but the case ID. So now everything is ready, the UI. So hope the UI looks little more beautiful. If you observe here, that's it. So everything we had drag and dropped beautifully. But if you see observe here, the button is a little bit pushed to end. We can give the size like around 300 or something so that it can match. So maybe 150 or something. Yeah, it is around 300, 400, 500. Or you can make it around 600. Based upon your requirement, you can try to increase it. Now, if you see observe here, you can both it. Still, if you want to make it here, we can try to extend it. So now the UA is ready. Now let's, if you want to do it, we need to bind these things to few of the variables. So like we had created this fields, right? We need to create few of the variables. For this, we are trying to create like case ID. So click on the here. You can click on create from scratch, and you can make it text field case ID. And again, we had created a category for the sentiment analysis. So click on here, and we can make it category. And again, we had a description. She shows this one. So click on plus and add a description. So and again, we have priority. So click on the plus symbol and you can add the priority. So just I'm trying to show you that we have different type of app variables. So based upon my requirement, we can create a app variable, page variable, or the page parameter based on your requirement need. So for my scenario, I'm trying to create all fields as an app variable. So that app variable is nothing but it can store the data across all the sessions. So just for our convenience, I'm trying to show. So these 6 fields we are trying to create. Apart from this, whenever you are trying to create a case, a few fields are required. So those are like account. So click on this one and click on this field and it's an account. So maybe for in our scenario, we are trying to give initial value. It's like a hard coded value. Maybe this can be in real time based upon the SSO. It can be try to fetch. And again, whenever you are trying to upload an image, right, we need to know from which path it has been uploaded. So for that, I'm trying to create one of the path called as image path. And again, in Service Cloud, notes and creating an image, it required a multiple API calls. So for that, we need to have an UID to be stored and URL which is generated from the backend will be stored. Maybe that Postman collection I will try to show you now. So I think that's it. And whenever you are trying to upload it, we need a different type of file access, like it's an image uploaded or PDF is uploaded. So to observe this, I need to create few of the extension fields. So these are the fields which I created. Click on save. Now all these fields we are trying to
I have
bind
a
to the,
question here now.
yes, please.
The data types will be all text or they have to be for UUID. Should we use UUID data type or text is okay?
So here it is text is fine because at the end of the day, the case will take the UID as string variable. So no need of having a UID.
Okay.
So yeah. So now let me show you the Postman collection. Why I had taken the UID is that. So for creating or uploading image, there are multiple steps we need to take care. So if you observe here, this is the format. Like we need to give the selected. This is my Service Cloud V2 screen. So we need to give. We need to do multiple calls for the case creation. So once case is created, we need to patch it by UID. So these are the fields we are trying to create. So when you click on post, it will try to generate few of the values like ID and upload URL. So we need to store this value as well as this value too. So so I took this value and we need to go here and we need to do a put call. So in this put call again in the body, so we need to upload the Unitech form data and we need to upload the image, which image you are trying to upload. Just click on this file and you can upload it. But I had already uploaded like the ceiling image. So anything based upon your requirement, you can try to upload it. Then once you click on send, it will try to do a put call. Then it will be success. So once it is done, again we need to do a patch call. So here we are taking to here and in the it is the ID. So previously we got the payload, right? In this from the payload, we are trying to take the UID and we need to use it here. So then, so it's a series of, it is not a single call while you're trying to upload a description or image to the case. So that is the reason. And string, it's a string again. So observe here, this is string. So in the real time, I will try. So anyway, this will the data has been changing nothing but whenever you're trying to get a patch call, we need to fetch the first token. So go here and get the e tag and come here in the headers and again if match we need to place it here and we need to do a patch. So each series of steps. So now what are the three steps I'm trying to do in this scenario? Everything I will try to handle. See, it is success. I will try to handle in the build apps. So without writing any line of code. So for that reason, I created a nodes UID, nodes URL, few of the file fields to store the data. Now, again, if you want to try to call the API here like AI Core and create a case here, so we need to use few of the APIs. So for this reason, we need to create a BTP build destination. So if you go to instance and subscriptions, there is something called as destinations. So you click on this destination. So in this destination, I had created my destination for the API call. So here I have click on my name. So if you observe here, this is my Sales and Service Cloud V2 destination. And again, here I'm trying to use a HANA Core API destination here. So again, I am trying to use the auth and I'm getting client ID, client credentials, and I'm trying to call the services. So if you observe here, these two services I will try to call now in my build apps. So nothing but the API calls will be run over the BTP destinations. So that can be done here. So if you come to the something called as integrations, click on the integration. There is something called as add integration. And here there is something called SAP systems. Again, here SAP libraries functions are nothing but you can use for the process automations and visual core functions are nothing but it's a DV functions. But moreover, we are trying to focus on SAP destination. So click on here SAP PPT destination and search for SAP PK. So nothing but PK is nothing Prasad Khandavalli. So click on here, API HANA Core automatically try to load and install API integration. So here click on Plus API. So again, it has an Gen AI capability such a way that it can automatically generate a configuration and other things. So in my scenario, I don't want any of the Gen AI capability. So for the creating skin and other things. So let me uncheck few of the fields. So I don't want all the things also. So just I give the REST API name. So click on add. So when you click on add, if you observe here, it automatically shows like crude operations like list, retrieve, create, update, and other things. So in my thing, we are trying to do a post call. Okay. Before proceeding, just I will try to show you how the API core works collection. Uh, if you're trying to upload a image. So this is my API core. So first, whenever you are trying to upload image and generate any information, we need to we need to get a token. So here we are trying to get the token. If you observe here, I got some token here, and again that token value is a little bit less time, around few hours. So now here, if you observe here, I am trying to upload decode the image. So for this reason, I uploaded one of the image which is in the base 64 format, and I had given to describe a scene. So based upon this upload image, automatically the AI core will analyze and give the description of the scene. So for this, I already got the token, right? So that token I will try to get it here. So paste it and try to post it. So if you observe here, see, we got the image description. So the base 64 image. So similarly, I will try to do the sentiment, and I will try to get the subject and other things. So these API calls I am trying to consume now via B2B destination and get the results. So for your example, I had shown it here. Now let me show here. So for first one, let me get the sentiment. So based upon this subject, let me get the sentiment. Let it be a positive sentiment, or it can be a negative sentiment, anything. So for that reason, now I am trying to use click on. It's always a post call. So now click on the create screen. So just give the sentiment here, and it's a post method, and we need to, for this, whenever you are trying to do a post call, we need to request few of the headers like list values. Like this is mandatory. Without this value, the API call will fail. So please don't forget. So in the request headers, this is compulsory mandatory. This fields. And now I'm trying to give the body mapper. So if you go here, and I'm trying to give little body. So here, I'm trying to give the static for this scenario. Maybe in runtime, how the dynamically it will come, will see. So I'm giving the some multi echo pump is not working like that, blah blah blah, and save it. And when you click on run, if you observe here, automatically it has brought here. So now I don't want see again the build apps will get the information in list format, easily understandable. So just I'm trying to, instead of this, if you observe here, we have the choices. We are little bit getting one step down like a JavaScript. So if you run here, that's it. If you observe here, -1. Now here we have something called as auto detect field from the response. Click on here. So automatically what are the fields which are showing automatically came here. Click on save. So here we have created a sentiment. Similarly, let us create two more. One is for the subject, and one is for the classification, nothing but the category. So it is a product issue or something. So now let me again create one more subject. So I don't want any auto generation. I don't want all the fields. So add it. So maybe again create here. This need to be enabled. So again for the subject, again same create. So let me paste the path. And again, I need to add the header. As I said that initially these are mandatory, right? So here again, you can see that a resource group, and again, it's a default value. Click on save, and here is the body. So again to get the subject also, this is for testing only. We'll give the hardcode values in runtime. It will fetch dynamically, and again here it will come as choices. So click on save, click on run. So that's it. So water leakage or something. So based upon the subject. So again, click on auto detect response. and subject is also created. Now last one. So this is for the classifications, nothing but it's a product issue or it can be a support issue or multiple issues when you're trying to raise a case. So for this, we need to create a nothing but classification or category based upon your requirement. So I don't want all the things. Again, add. So maybe I forgot to enable the create one. So again, category here. So again, same path, post call. And as I said that these headers are mandatory. So we need to give the a group and header values as nothing but default. Now, again, we need to give the body. So again, we are trying to give a little bit more formatted way. So I had given few of the instructions. So based upon what is what, like it's a, if it is a, like determine the category, like if it is a ticket based upon the category, like it's a general support or data privacy, or it is a address change or different mechanical issues, support issue. So I had given few comments based upon it, automatically it will train and it will get the result. So if you observe here, I had given. So let it save. And again here, I will try to drill down one more group. So here choices, save, run it. So that's it. And you can see that product support mechanical issue. To detect the fields, then save it. So we had done our part. So integration is done. Now we can bind each and every field. So for the subject, in app variables, we had created a subject, right? We need to bind it to this app variables like subject. Here is a subject. And again, here there is a priority. So again, priority, maybe again, maybe priority is always like high, low, and medium. It's like a drop-down values. Instead of text, let me drag and drop the this one. I will try to remove this input field. So always priority will be a list field like this thing. You can give here like urgent 01 and normal 02. So multiple fields based upon your system input categories. You can give all the field values. Now I had given two fields. So that's it. Now let me mention as priority, PRIORITY. That's it. So let me bind this one to the selected value. So data variables, app variables, and here is the priority. The next one is nothing but you want to know the path. So you are trying to upload an image, right? So you can easily get it. You want to know the path, right? So for that reason, I'm trying to know the path that is called as image path. And here is the description. So nothing but based upon the image, it will try to extract all the information like it is a what type of image and other things. So it's a multi-text, right? So for that reason, we had given a description here. And here we are getting the case ID. In runtime, we'll get it. So maybe here app variable case ID. And again, sentiment. So here we have sentiment, app variables. Again, there is sentiment. And here is the category. So category. So again, save it. So we had done our 70%. Now the main thing is pending is that we need to, when we are trying to upload an image, automatically the image path need to come and automatically these fields to be filled. So, and this logic we are missing and create case logic we are trying to miss. So now let's start with the upload image one. So when you click on this upload image, there is something called button here. Just click on it. So nothing but whenever you want to upload image, a pop need to be need to come. So for that reason, there is something called as pickup files. So pick files. So this one it will take and install. So when you install automatically, if you observe here, it came automatically. So just click here. So maybe for your understanding. So if you observe here, now I am clicking, so nothing has opened. Now now I had connected here. Let me save it. So now see, one pop has been opened. So the pick files can open your system and it will show all the files. Now, whenever you're trying to, now first let's focus on AI Core, how we can convert into the base 64 and we can create a generator, sentiment, category and subject. So for that reason, here we are trying to use nothing but like a BTP destination for this one. So here there is something called as BTP destination. So mhm. So again, before proceeding it, first when you upload image, we need to convert into the base 64. So for that reason, we can use something again from the marketplace, convert to base 64. So whenever you are trying to upload an image, so this will try to convert image to the base 64. So you can map it here and you can see here. So again, we can come here and we can output file. So once it is picked file, we can use a formula and we can output of the file node pick files. That's it. So once it is done, nothing but it will automatically convert to the base 64 format. So from the path it automatically will take and it will try to create it. So now we are trying to use BTP destination. Oh, come here, authenticate via BTP. Why it is not coming? So come here. So already enabled and come here, data variables. Again, when you're trying to enable it, so come to here, come to data variables. So what are things like sentiment, you can enable it here. Creation of single record. Save. Come here and data. Sorry, so not this one. Maybe send HTTP destination request. Yeah, this is the one. Sorry. So now again here we are trying to so once the file is converted into the base 64, we are moving to the HTTP destination. So here we are trying to use the destination which we created. So we created API HANA Core and we are trying to use the always a post call as I said that. So the token will be managed automatically. So now here we are trying to give the body. So which body you are trying to give? So which is coming from the base 64. So here request body type equal to JSON and we are trying to give the body. So here we are trying to use the output of base 64. So if we take here, so we are trying to convert the file base 64 and we are trying to use it here. So here the file is converted to the base 64 and this input we are trying to convert and we are trying to use in HTTP destination. So that is how here we are trying to use current to file 64 and base 64. So yeah, so other things I kept as it is. So that's it, save. So nothing but if you observe in the postman, in this image in the body, I had given a huge text of base 64. Now it the simple this function will convert the whole image into base 64 and that input will be given to this HTTP destination. So it's so simple if you observe. So again, now we need to give the input. So here, if you go to optional inputs, there is something called as path. So we need to give this path and we are trying to have an headers. So as I said previously, these headers are mandatory. So here we need to again go for a resource group, and again we are trying to use the default one. So that's it. And we had created a HTTP. Then let us store this output value in an app variable. So let me drag and drop app variable from here. So click on here and let it. So this app variable is nothing but a description. So the image is there, right? The image description automatically be fetched here. So the assign value must be output of this input request. So for that reason, we can go here, output of HTTP request, and it will be a response raw body. So instead of this, we will use the formula. It will be easy for us. So output response and raw based body output, like message content, like output of the faced, then we can use this one. That's it. So we are ready. So let me show you how it works. So I'll click on save. So now I'm trying to click on upload image. So one pop-up will come. Now I will open this one and let me upload any of the image. So automatically it will take little time, and see, automatically based upon the image, the description has been populated. Now automatically, now the second thing is that we need to create a subject, and we need to create a sentiment, and we need to create a category. So based upon this description, we need to create everything. So again, we need to use similar AI things on this button. So if you observe here, we got the description, and the whole description is shown here. So again, let us copy the same thing, and we can keep it here. So that in this thing, let us calculate the sentiment. So maybe we can give the name as here as a sentiment, so that it won't confuse you what we are trying to give. So in this button, we are trying to do the sentiment, and maybe for the sentiment, we need little bit input will be changed. So we coming here, and here is the request body. So now what I'm trying to do is that in the app variable, there is something called a description. This description I'm trying to use here, so that it will give whether it is a positive sentiment or negative sentiment. I have given some comments so that automatically try to verify it. So once it is done, this sentiment, what I need to, again, I need to store in one of the app variable. Again, drag and drop the one of the app variable here and map it. And we can say that this is the sentiment. So click on the sentiment, and uh, again, always the output of the previous node will be stored here. So nothing but we can come here, come to here, up, like take a formula. So there is output of another node, and we are trying to commit from the sentiment body process response. So just try to remove it, and we can add these values. Now we had done the sentiment. Similarly, we can do the classification or category and subject also. So now let me drag and try to create a subject. So here again, I'll try to give the subject so that you won't get uh, issues, so that it will be unique. So now for this subject also, again, we need to take the body. So I am taking the entire body, and I am asking to trim it and give it what is the subject. So again, here I am taking the description app variable. The entire image description is stored in this app variable, and I'm giving this description as a prompt, such a way that the AI core will understand. It will try to generate a description. So if I observe here, automatic description came here. So now again, I'll try to create one of the app variable. So just click on create here, and here is the subject. Let me click on the subject and save it. And again, so if you take output of the other node, I am trying to use the raw body response. So nothing but raw body response is nothing but it's a JSON format. The response it will come as a text format. So I'm taking always a JSON format because we can easily able to understand and we can populate the data. So again, I'm trying to take the same thing. And here we are trying to generate a category. So category or classification, nothing but it's a product issue. What is type of issue? So based upon the image, automatically it will try to identify it's a product issue or anything. So now let me try to give the input field. So it's regarding the category. So again, let me duplicate the app variable. So nothing here. It's again a classification here or category. So again, same concept. It is always a response body, nothing but output of the last response output of another node. So here Cardi, the response body, and we are trying to save it. So that's it. So here what we had done is that first the step one that we had picked the files and we are converted to the base 64 and we are passing this value to passing this value to the destination. And once this destination process we are trying to show the description in an app variable description. And this description value, we are trying to give the input value to the sentiment, subject, and category. Based upon this, the AI core automatically will analyze and it will try to store in these app variables like sentiment and subject and other things. So let me save it. So now let me try to show you. So now let me try to upload the image. So now I'm trying to upload an image like this. So it will take a little bit of time and automatically it will try to generate in the subject category and other things. So again, if require something, we can keep the spinner such a way that it will try to show. Maybe let me refresh it. Yeah, maybe the system internet maybe. So now again, let me click on upload image and click on this button. So automatically it will try to process. Yeah. So it came. If you observe here, see the subject came automatically, the description came automatically, the subject came automatically. So based upon this subject, see that the sync is not good, it's a vulgar, what is vulgarly into basin and other things, it automatically categorizes the native and category, maybe it is unable to describe, maybe uh, I will try to with a different image, maybe. So I had given few of the inputs. So based upon that input, automatically the sentiment and category will be generalized. So again, scenario issue. Okay, I think some issue. So now let me take and again try to upload an image. So just it'll take little bit of time. It won't take much time. And see, it came, and it's a window. Okay, maybe now let me jump into the create case. So nothing but once all these details are done, let me create a case such a way that it will create a case in the Sales and Service Cloud V2. So here is the case screen. So nothing but it is a CRM, like Cloud for Customer is the old version and is the new enterprise version where look with new UI and other things. This is a case. So here we are trying to push a case such a way that all the details will be pushed into the screen. So for this, we are trying to use one of the API in the create case. So for this, before proceeding, I said, right, for the, if you observe in the document Postman, I had initially shown that we need to use a document services such a way that we'll get one of the input. We need to store few values like ID and you upload URL. Then we need to take a put call for storing the image. So we have multiple steps to do. So here we are trying to upload the image, right? So now we can try to use create this all functions in this step so that in create screen it will be easy. So If you observe here, always the path is empty. So now let's fill the path. So again, drag the app variable, and this app variable is already binded to image path, right? So come here and so let's go back. So it is picking the files from here and click and drag and drop here. Here comes the image path. So what is nothing but we are trying to store the path of the file from where it has been uploaded. So just you take here and output of under node pickup files. Maybe you can take the formula. So output of the under node pickup files and file path. You can see that the file path already shown here. Just you need to select this file path, click on save. So now the file path will be automatically stored in this app variable. Now what we are trying to do is that we are trying to create this same scenario, nothing but we are trying to use the document for storing the image. This we are trying to create in the same functionality like document. So again, we need to call one more destination here installed here like HTTP destination. So we can call it here. So if you observe here, I had only API HANA Core. So for this, we need to have one more destination. So again, come here. We can go to click on add integration, BTP destination here, PK. So if you observe here, this is my PK Sales and Service Cloud V2. So we are trying to add this destination here. So nothing but this will try to create a case. So just we save it. Now it come here again, upload image and click here. See, now automatically one more destination came. So for this destination, we are trying to do a post call. So as I said that first we need to do a post call. So just when see it's a get call, if you select post call, automatically the variables will be changing. So always the request body type is always a JSON format, and here we are trying to give the request body type. So again, this is the output file name. So we are taking the file name from the system, like output of on the node pickup files and the file name. This is the path we are trying to take. The other fields are static. So now once this we had taken this one, we are trying to store the URL and UID. For this, we had already created two variables. So if you observe here, app variable, let me duplicate it. So nothing but if you go to the postman, it already generated ID and upload URL. These two variables I am trying to store in these two app variables. So because I need to use in the latter point of purpose. So for that reason, what I'm trying to do is that here upload variable is there, right? Click on here, notes URL or something, and select the path, formula, and again output of the other node, and it's an HTTP destination. Maybe if you are trying to, if you're trying to get any, there are many output paths, right? So you are getting little bit confusion. So for that reason, all based upon all these things. So just you try to rename this destination as like some name if you give, so that it will be easy for your understanding. So now, whenever you are trying to map to any of the variable, you can easily identify uh, what is the input of that one. So click on this nodes URL, click on this Zen variable, click on the formula, output of another node. See if you observe here, document destination, raw priced value. Here, click on, so you need to remove the default value, come to the end and click on these values. So value dot upload URL, nothing but if you observe here, this is the value dot upload URL. So we are going inside and capturing the upload URL value. Similarly, we are trying to get the UUID also. So now let's map this one to the nodes UUID. So here something called as node UUID. So again, this also same thing. So click on here, click on formula, click on destination, and here output of another node and drop rest value and click on search button ID. So now what we are trying to do is that we are trying to store the ID and UID for the future references. So once these things are done, we are trying to upload it. So we are trying to do a put call. So for that reason, we are trying to use upload files. So there is something called as upload files in the marketplace. So upload files. So this will try to do a put call. So just click on here, upload files, come here, and you can connect to any of the node. Once it is done, so again, just one more thing is that once image path is done, so here we are trying to know the what is the file type of extension also. So nothing but, so we are trying to upload a JPG image or PNG image or anything. So multiple types of images will be there, right? So for that reason, just to understand, so in that file path also we are trying to store in one of the app variable that is called as file path, as I mentioned here, file extension or something. So just nothing but, as I said, it's just for your reference. So based upon the file type, you need to write little bit type of formulas. So click on the file type extension and we are trying to write here the files. That's it. And apart from this, so again we can come back and we are trying to upload files. So in upload files, what we are trying to do, we are trying to do a put. So here in the postman, if you observe here, we had done a put call where we had uploaded an image and we had done a put call so that we got a success message. So here also we are trying to do same thing, put, and we are trying to give some type of payload, like it is like output of pickup files. We are taking the file name and we are trying to upload URL, and so that we had stored the nodes URL here. So that's it. And again, for this there is something called as content type is mandatory. So for this there is something called optionals and headers will be there. So this will fetch from the headers. So come here and app available file extension. So the file extension is previously where we had declared that what type of the file it is. So if you are sure, we can try to use which type, like image.jpg or this type of content we can try to use. Nothing but image.jpg content type or these things. So here it is image.jpg. So we are trying to automatically determine here. So that's it, and save. So here we had done our part. This is the last piece. So let me try to create a case. So this is the main part. I know it's boring, but please hold. So it's a last piece where we are trying to create a case thing. So just click on the case button and just drag and drop the destination. Yeah. So always again, when you are trying to create a notes, first you need to create a notes. It will generate a UID. That UID we need to adjust to the case screen. So again, you come to here option. It's always a post call. So again, it is a post call. So again, it's JSON format always. So here we are trying to give the body. So what we are trying to give, so it is type called 00 and description. So in the app variable, you already store the description, right? So you are trying to fetch automatically, dynamically. So nothing is static here. So let it be here, and we are trying to we are trying to update the nodes, right? We are giving this path here. and few of the headers are required. So just for understanding, so there is something called as content type. So nothing but it is always application.json. So we are trying to send the values, right? So it need to accept any type. So we are trying to give like accept and asterisk or asterisk, nothing but it can accept any type of the values. So this is done. So here we are trying to create a notes. So description we are trying to store in the notes screen. So this we call in general settings. Here we call something called as description, right? This we call as notes. So that is the reason we are trying to create a notes first UID. So here we come and here we give everything, and let me rename so that it will be easy for my understanding. So again, just duplicate it. So once nodes UID is generated, I'll try to create a case. So for this, just let me rename as a case. Click on here, click on advanced, click on here. It's a case. So now again, we are trying to use the case API, right? So here we are trying to click on here. Nothing but first let me change the path. So this is the case service and cases is the path, and here comes my payload. So that you can create a case. I'm taking the few of the fields like subject. So it is fetching from the app variable. Priority it is fetching. So few fields like origin I had given manual data entry. So case type I had given manually. Status also we can bring it like 0 to or something. Or whether I had created a status or not, I'm not sure. App variable status. Okay, maybe I did not create. Maybe we can make it 01 or 02. So account I had to confirm the app variable, and again description as I said, right, it is in the nodes. So we are getting the nodes raw value response ID, nothing but here there is output nodes response value ID. So this we plot and attachments. So again attachments previously in upload URL created a nodes UID, right? So here is the nodes UID, and we are trying to category and sentiment analysis and these things we are fetching, everything is dynamic. So let me save it, and for your understanding let me create a toast so that it can be a generate output, or we can also create an app variable as I said that previously we created app variable here. So this is binded to case ID, right? So maybe if it is success or failure, it can be shown here. So maybe I can show, click on here. That be case ID. This is the last step. So nothing, it won't take much time. 2 more minutes or 5 more minutes, it will try to complete it. If it goes smooth. So again, the case ID raw response, it's not raw response body. So let me take a formula. So output of another node. So again here key value raw response ID dot display ID. So here let me take the display ID. Save. That's it. Maybe for time being, if I get any error, let me write to the praise response body, and just I'm trying to give few of the things such a way that if I get any error, I'll come to know. So come here and the case and raw message and click on save. Save. So I hope 80%, 90% we had done. So let's start again. Let me try one more time. If not, you can see. So click on the ceiling image. Then automatically it will try to figure it out. That's it. Everything came. So select the priority like immediate or something. Then click on create case. So now it will try to create a case. So like 194447. So come to the, this is the, as I said that, this is the case screen. So come to the case things. And if you observe the case ID is 19447. So just refresh it. This is the case, we got it. So if you observe here, subject came and go to the general tab, and we got the description came, and we have the cat classification. and negative sentiment and image upload. So if you observe here, we had done everything. So we created a simple Build Apps AI portal where by uploading an image, every information has been automatically gathered, like nothing but sentiment, category, and description and subject via using AI Core and Build Apps. And we created one simple self-service portal where we can install in any customer premises where any customer can be used. So here ends my demo. So thank you. And if you want to follow, this is my LinkedIn. So over to you, Srinivasan.
Thank you, Prasad, for sharing an interesting use case with us. I hope our audience also enjoyed and appreciated this session. For the audience to earn points for today's session, I'll leave a link to the validation tutorial related to all the sessions that happened today. See you next week for more tooling and front end sessions. Bye.
Bye bye.